to emotional health as well, right? And our physical health, tapping into that area. Guess what? Water. Guess what? Water feeds the mind. It feeds you your emotions when you're hydrated. Guess what? A gallon a day. Having a gallon a day, whatever bottled waters, I would suggest you do the natural spring water and put it in the bestest cup that you love, that you know that you will take and that you will take with you every day, that you're not going to forget it. A big one. And when you finish, you're done for the day. It's going to hydrate your body. Somebody said, isn't that too much? Did somebody die for drinking too much water? I was like, no, that was a myth. Somebody did that when they did it all at one time. Our body is made of water. Make it make sense. So you can't run away from water. Sometimes people like to put in the sweet powder and things like that inside the water. My thing is, if that's going to help you and it's healthy, add it in, but don't substitute that for just regular water that your body needs. That's number 2. Number 3. Number 3 is exercising. So when you exercise, the goal is to exercise inside and exercise outside for 45 minutes a day. Can you challenge yourself? I don't care if it's rain, sleet, or snow. You out there pressing hard. That's how I was able to transition into mastering how my body operates. So I can't get to a certain weight no matter who or what I'm around and how I move. I'm going to always have this weight because I'm able to master how my body and composition work. And you can too. But guess what? You got to challenge yourself. And because, again, my birthday coming up December 27th, and I wanted to challenge you guys before then to start taking action because I'm walking it out and I didn't want to be selfish. To say, hey, I'm doing my own challenge, and I'm doing a wean challenge. So by January, I'm hitting the ground running. So it's okay to slowly slow into the 7, you know, because sometimes people they see a lot going on. It's like, Shamque, you doing too much, and I was like, listen. If we're not able to do these 7 areas, how are we going to be able to coach and train our other youth and our other leaders to do the things if we're not doing it? So 45 minutes inside exercise. So I would say do some things. I have some awesome things that I'm going to share with you guys that I operate as in, like, I call it Tibetan yoga rights. It's the 7 Tibetan yoga rights, and it's more of like yoga. And you're stretching. I will be doing a lot more of that because of the accident that occurred. So to restore my body back, I'm going to be doing that at another level and stretching my body. So I'll be teaching you guys. I call it the 7 areas where you wake up early. You wake up 7:07. Well, not wake up. You wake up earlier. You be ready to do your mini. I call it 17-minute. Meditation, prayer, and yoga, where you're just able to do a reset every day. And those are the areas that I look at when I'm doing the 77 hard challenge, but also just working on things within myself. So I just do a challenge because I don't like to lose. So, and I like to be able to help others. And I just believe that since it's a hype already, why not walk it out? It's one of the things that the guy Andy Frisella created. And it's more of a mental toughness to challenge your mental health. There's so many things going on in our mental. It's like let's take a challenge. And I'm challenging all our Caribbean life fam to make a decision to do it as well, to take the challenge and make a difference. So, what is our next one that I talk about? One of my favorites. So when we talked about inside and outside exercising, that's one of our major. The other one that I add in is meditation. Time with God, I call it. That's one of the ones that I added in, is having that time with God. Because if you don't take that time out, and guess what? I say 7 minutes, 7 days. You can do more than that. That's a shame, but I say more 17 minutes, so you can walk it out, right? I have a checklist, and that we're going to be able to give those that join us. Say yes, I'm ready to join the challenge. You'll be able to have a tracker, and I've been working on silently in motion our own app tracker to track yourself. The other one is, the goal is to do a progress photo. Every day you got to commit to a photo every day, to look at your body, to see not only your body, your composition, but just your overall aura around you. I like to do the test and assessments early, so anybody that needs to do a bio age testing, I have that. We also have tests where you can swab and you can know what your wellness, what you're allergic to, things that will help you lose weight if that's one of your goals, and it'll show you where you're at. So if you want to take it to that level and track it to the T, we also have that. Thank you to Sacred 7 Enterprises for being able to have that. Another thing is being able to track. Oh, I do have it. Let me show you. 1 minute. I did say I was going to share with you guys, so let me do that. 1 minute. See if I can share it. Share my screen. I wanted to be more, show you better than I can tell you. All right. So, all right. Let's go here real quick. All right. So this is the 70 hard. I call it a 75 hard challenge. So I'm working on my work. So I added the extra 2. And those are the things that you know to do. And the last one is, after the photos, is follow your whatever diet that you agree to. Am I sharing? I hope y'all see it. Follow your diet, whatever it is. I suggest. I'm not trying to tell nobody what to do, because when you just start telling people, that's why I start focusing more on the youth, because they're more assertive to listen more, because they're not like stuck in their ways. So I don't have any vendetta nothing with the grown folks and adults, but I would rather, because people, they set. But if you can have a challenge, I'm not talking about people, but when you can have a challenge, you say, hey, I'm going to challenge the community to see if we can do it, because guess what? If we can do this for ourselves, guess what? Now you'll pass it on to your children. They'll be like, oh, shoot, Pop, Mom, you looking real good. How old are you again? So, whatever that diet is. So, like I said, what I operate in to be able to manage my weight like I do, because I was actually, y'all don't believe me, but I was at a 12 at a time. And I was eating real good, and I was in the space, just comfortable. But I said, no, just can't eat whatever you want to. Fast food for 77 days is a no. That would be follow a diet plan. When you're able to do that, you follow the diet. I would say I call it eating according to your blood type. That's one of the diets that I follow. I don't even call it a diet. I call it a lifestyle, right? So when you are able to say, walk it out, and I can do this and challenge myself no matter what it is. You have your start time, your nutrition plan, your workout plan, and your end date, and you begin to track yourself for those 11 weeks. And so when you able to do that, you're now just happen to start looking aging backwards, which is the goal, because that's one of our organizations that we have. It's called Fabulously Aging Backwards. And I have 70-year-olds, a 70-year-old that looks like a 38-year-old. They can't believe that she's looking that young. We walking this out, guys, every day. We might not be doing the photos because, we real private, but because I said, I'm going to redo this and when I start, and I will go ahead and do my progress photos. So I said, I'm starting slow now. So by January, when I do the challenge with the whole group, because some people say, Shamque, you is not about to challenge me, and the holidays coming up. And I said, all right, well, just note that it's coming. So this is the challenge that I wanted to show you guys and let y'all know we're not playing for 2025. We're not playing with you guys. Those that are here and looking, I'm challenging you guys. Let's go. Let's get it. Because at the end of the day, our health is so important. Our mental health is so important. It literally is life-changing. So that's one of the things that I decided to share with you guys today is let's take a stand for ourselves. When you're doing your exercises outside, even if you're saying, I'm going to walk for 45 minutes, walk it out. Those 10 pages in a book, choose one of the awesome books. I have some. One of the books that I'm reading is actually because I'm studying for some other exams. It is actually a form of inspiration. But I read my Bible. And so I said I was going to start back and do my counting, where you have your daily tracking of that. So I said I'll go ahead and utilize that as another tracker. So when you hold yourself accountable, then you're able to add that, and your reality will begin to be that. And so nobody can tell me nothing. That's all. Nobody can't tell me nothing. Listen, you cannot tell me that whatever reason why you can't get off the medication or a reason why you can't follow the diet that you put on. No junk food, letting the sugar go, eating healthy choices, whether it's if you're going to eat. Remember, I mentioned the 11 secrets with you guys. So let me share some with you guys. There's 11 secrets, I'm going to stop sharing, that actually gives you 11 things that will help you jumpstart your day every day. I gave you guys that in my earlier episode. One of the 11 secrets that I'm going to add to this 77-day challenge that you guys could tap into as I start wrapping up because my goal is to add value and give you guys some things that can assist you. Now, people's like, well, what about the mastering of your, what about the last other one is the financial piece, tracking your change and how you're doing in your financial wealth. That was number 7 for me. I added that piece on top of adding the piece with God, having that time and that meditation. I would say 17 minutes a day. Start out with that, and then you'll get to an hour where you just spend time with just you and the God within, and so many different ideas, dreams, and awesomeness will come from it. So, what are the 11 secrets that now, I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not perfect, but I'm worth it, right? The 11 secrets are one of the areas that I would call rules that I live by, because it changed not only my life, but my children. If they, as they get at that age, they'll start wondering why it's so important to follow them. But let me see if I can pull it up for you guys real quick. And there will be some awesome things that we'll be launching. We have as I'm bringing this up, we have some launches, farm to the table. We're launching our food truck that will actually allow us to tap into collaborating with our local farmers, our local chefs that are walking out the healthy way of doing things. There is some areas where I said, when you're looking at, 1 minute. So most of the things that are actually on my list is on here. I don't know if I want to pull it up though. But one of the things that I will show as when I was speaking on, just to give you guys a sneak peek of some of the things that we'll be walking out. Let me go here and see if I can pull it up. Okay. So when I mentioned being able to have not only the food side, but our healthy challenges, where we're walking out how many push-ups you can do, how many different things that you can walk out to challenge yourself. This is one of the things that I'm going to share with you guys that I utilize. One of the books, when we talked about one of the books, I said I was going to give y'all some tidbits before we leave, because I'm going to be wrapping it up now. I appreciate the time. Let me see here. Let me share my screen again. So we will be adding a book club, The Sacred 7. And this is one of the books that we will be utilizing and that I'll be sharing with you guys as a group when we're doing our workshops. So I will be giving you guys more of that, the real soul food for self-healing and spiritual enlightenment. Because when you feed your soul that good food, it enlightens you, it wakes you up. It not only assists with when you're eating and detoxifying your body. So this is Comedic Diet, Ancient African Wisdom by Dr. Muada Ashby, one of my favorite books. And also Eating According to Your Blood Type. I brought that book on, but this is one of the ones I'm featuring that we'll be talking about, and it includes a 30-day detoxification program. I have that included into our program because I just thought like it would be one of the awesome things to be able to add value to our community. Some of the things that our people have already created and done. I also have some exciting news. What we'll be doing is walking out, having different areas connected to the chakras. So that's one of the 11 secrets is tapping into your 7 chakras, which is your energy centers that we talked about. That when you're able to walk out what is some of the emotional and mental blockages that's allowing my body to operate in a way that is not naturally God ordained for it to operate, guess what? Then you will know. So for a sneak peek, when we talked about the 11 secrets, this is one of the people that I looked at that was like at another level of research that when I did it. So one of the things I wanted to show you guys got about a couple more minutes here, knowing the cause and the function, the mucus forming, and how do you let it go. So when I talked about eliminating dairy, that was one of the things that I wanted to share. If you don't eliminate the dairy, that's when anybody that has any kind of respiratory challenges, that's a wrap. So let me see if it'll pull it up real quick. Let me see. This way. Pull it down. There we go. So this is now. Next week, I'm gonna show y'all this other book. It's gonna blow your socks off. So this is one of the researchers, like I said, when we're talking about food for the body and body for the food and having an alkaline body, I'm not going to go into that one. I said I was going to just like, what's one of the secrets? Each week I'm going to share a little bit more about it, but let me show you why this is important. Let's see. I have supplements that I use that actually assist with the mitochondria in the body. Okay, so here's one of the things that I mentioned. Y'all know right now they're talking about all of this vegetable and veggie burgers and soy meat burgers and stuff like that. Men, be aware, it's causing erectile dysfunction, and it's having challenges. So let me just share this with you guys, and as one of my secrets that I found out. And when we talked about the dairy product and what's in it, and even going up to the acquisition of the United States Department of Agriculture Center for Nutrition and the policies and the procedures, and we can go here, Dr. Dean Ornish, just so y'all know some of the research and the people that are connected to. It says here also is reflected in the American Medical Association showing proven methods to reverse heart disease by a regimen of integral practice of yogic disciplines, right? When we talked about doing yoga and tapping into that, let me see, hold on, I think okay. Let me go back here. Including also a vegetarian diet. I like me a little meat. And so every now and again, I do eat a little meat, but I'm noticing that my body is not appreciating it. And so I have to be mindful of it. And so I do a detox, and I make sure when I eat meat, I eat it with a lot of vegetables so it can help break it down. Also, because right here it says, because they feel people would not follow it since they would miss the foods, the poisons. They like to eat like the meats, including fish and poultry, cheeses, pastas, eggs. Those things are all, unfortunately, things that is really slowly creating diseasements in our bodies. Living a life of health does not mean like deprivation, like, but rather a fulfillment of peace. And knowing that there's things inside of the food that is killing us. Also, one of the things that are detriment, if you look here, and we talked about right here, most grains have mucus forming qualities. We talked about Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi talked about what is the most challenging thing to get rid of mucus in the body. That's one of the secrets. So guess what? I'm going to skip down here. When we adjust and stop eating the things that's considered acidic in our bodies, the vegetables will help break down those things. And we learned that some of the foods that we're eating, it literally alters our bodies and changes our DNA. So calcium, milk, and meat. And I've been looking at it, how my body's been operating. And if we follow some of the things that our ancestors was doing and operating off of the living water that we talked about earlier, we'll be able to tap into some things at another level. So, again, this is one of the books that we'll be talking about and utilizing as some of the researches and things like that. One of my books I talk about, and I'm going to close with this, it literally goes through how the parasite in your body could cause not only diseasement, but also mental challenges, because it's operating in a stance that's not conducive to how our body is supposed to be operating. The parasites, you have good parasites, you have not so good parasites. And those not so good parasites begin to create diseasement. And so there's many ways to get rid of them. And next week, y'all stay tuned, because I'm going to be talking about things, even frequencies and harmonic musical frequencies and things that can heal the body. And so some of the secrets that you guys will be hearing and our conversations that we'll be having. I will be having a guest on, and I did not realize, guys, that when you're tapping into a movement of mastering of yourself, your health, and your wealth, there's a lot of people and things that's going to happen, and you just have to keep fighting your way through, So I'm praying for y'all, and I pray that all the things that your heart desires and you creating your reality and manifesting through also journaling and scripting and knowing that you can do it. The 77-day challenge, I will be talking to you guys about it more. And I've already started implementing mine at another level, so that when I start in January 1st, you guys will be ready. So I want to say I appreciate you guys for listening. I am Unique Shamque at Sacred 7 Conversations, where we learn about things and ways to master our self-health and wealth, to bless somebody else. And not only that, but the underserved community, building generational wealth and riches for our children's children. Y'all stay tuned. Love y'all. And God bless.
Top off summer in the wind. You look at me like that, it can we make another kid? You're my heart, I'm your rib. If I ever had to for you, I would do a bid. And I can tell that you're ready. 3, 2, 1, it's going down like confetti. Water to no one shots again. If we do it on our phone, promise that we're gonna trend. Ooh, don't kill the vibe. You know what I like, Daddy. Ooh, it's on tonight. I'm talking on sight. That's just how we roll.